Hi, I'm top Oviedo Realtor Scott Garrison with ReMax Town & Country. Here with my partner Diana Sakoto, who's taken the film. Say hi, Diana.
Hi.
Good. And we're here with Cliff and Fern at closing of their home. And so we wanted to just take a couple of seconds and ask them a little about their experience, and if you were thinking about hiring Deanna and I. You're probably wondering, wonder if we should, wonder if they're good. So they're going to tell us they think we should hire.
Absolutely, you should hire, because we live in the Villages, which is about an hour and a half away. And Scott was like our project manager for all the little things that need to be picked up around and fixed around the house when you get a house ready for sale. And we couldn't have done it. Well, we could have, but it would have been really hard and a lot of trips back and forth. And Scott has his own set of contractors and laborers that work for him. The stuff is done immediately. And sometimes he doesn't want to do as much. He's looking out for our interests. And we'd say, Scott, go ahead and do it. Spend the money. And boom, it was done. But I appreciate, because you were looking out for our money too. In getting their jobs done.
I was, for sure. So I know with the contractors that we used, I ended up saving you a lot of money.
Right.
Because I've got people that are really, really good and pricey, and people who are good and pretty affordable. And we did quite a big, the house was in good shape, but there ended up being quite a few things that we oversaw. Quite a few. We put a roof on for the first thing, right?
Yeah.
And then,
all the things that the Florida sun does to a house, we had to fix and get them tip top for
we're talking the pool heater, right? And then there was, we ended up painting
the outside,
painting the entire outside of the house, and we did that for equivalent almost nothing, really.
Really, it was.
Like what it would have charged. Like
and
we did the whole house outside, and then we did some rooms inside,
right?
And then we did landscaping where we were weeding and moving beds and trimming your queen palms out front too, right?
Power washing the drive and the pool, and it just amazing what we did, and put it on the market. And we had one offer for about 97% of price, and that fell through.
But we got that offer within the first 5 or 8 days, right?
That fell through because of the buyer's financing, and Scott put it back on the market, and within another week or so we got a full value sale.
Yep, and also we appreciate you shepherding us each step of the way. It's been a while since we bought or sold a house.
And it could get expensive and pricey and be complicated. So we spent a lot of time fixing the place up to get it to look its very, very best. Cleaning, and we painted the inside of the garage, we pressure cleaned. And I think I helped you with all those things, so you didn't have to come into town. We met one time at the property, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So we met one time, and you said blah, 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 blah. And then I spent, I don't know, about a month. Ready? Maybe
but
a little
before
longer.
he did anything, he always checked with us and said, I think it's going to be about this much, or I think it's going to be about that much, and came in very close to that every time. And you were looking out for our expenses, and we got the best job for the money spent. It was fantastic.
And here's an example of how a good realtor can save you money. We were out there doing some repairs and some painting, and they called us. They were habla español people. They called us, and there was a leak. Remember, coming through from the outside, and it was kind of crawling up the wall. It was one of those things that if you weren't careful, you end up, it could be thousands of dollars, right? Because it was a leak, it was wet, the drywall and everything, and they were out there, and they fixed it, replaced it, painted it, solved it, and I think the whole bill for the leak was like, I don't know, $400 or $500.
Something like that,
Something, I mean, we're talking, it could have been an insurance claim, right? And we got it all fixed up, can't even tell, looks great. And because we were there, because I knew who to call, we got it taken care of right away. So the best part was that the first 10 days, we created an auction-like environment because we did a marketing period, remember?
Right.
Yes.
And for 10 days, we said, you can come look, but we're not going to take your offer. And I think we only had one offer at the time, and it was a pretty good offer, right?
Yep.
And it didn't work out, and that's really disappointing, because it's kind of like a steak. When you put a steak on, once you take it off, it's not the same if you put it back on the pan again, right?
Yeah.
And so when it fell through, even though we sold a couple days, we was a little worried about what we were going to do. And so we ended up putting the steak back on, getting it all fresh. We updated the MLS and everything. And the buyers were actually agents in our office that Diana and I knew personally. And they brought us a full price offer.
Yeah.
How was the whole contract to closing? Was it easy? Was it hard? Was there anything that was complicated for you to do in that?
Not really,
The
no.
closing, it was simple,
Yeah,
Okay.
quick, easy.
The actual closing part probably took, what, about 20 minutes? We just did that.
that's
Yeah.
right.
It's about as easy as it gets. If somebody is watching this and wondering if they should hire Scott and Diana, what would you tell them?
If you're thinking about hiring Scott and Diana, do it for sure. It'll make your selling so much easier.
10 out of 10.
And we ended up getting you a really good price.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. We're happy.